I can't even hold you. This is a little spooky. Desean healthy. Carson's timing is down pack. Darius Slay is getting the chance to sharpen his sword against a guy like Desean. And I'm not going to lie, it don't look good for anybody standing in front of Desean Jackson this season, not just Slay. He immediately beats him off the line. Slay tries to force him to the outside, and who can really keep up with this dude, man? You know what I'm saying? I just want these dudes to stay healthy, man. Just stay healthy, man. Man, it's only practice, man. I start fearing for my man Hammy the way Desean was running, man. I got mixed feelings about this footage being released. It went to Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco put it on IG, then it went everywhere about that. But we're going to get into the meat and potatoes about how I feel about this footage being released. I feel like this is camp business. This wasn't a joint practice. I just feel like it was kind of, I'm not going to say slime ballish, but it is what it is. We're going to see what's up with it, though. Oh, my God. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. You can't take too much into what you just saw, but at the same time, you got to take a lot into what you just saw. You saw it, man. Desean still got them wheels. Period. He still got them wheels. He was one move into the crib. That was on Darius Slay. Desean Jackson is rested, healthy, fully recovered, 100% ready to go. Them legs look fresh. No preseason, no BS reps. Week 1. If Ronald Darby is on Desean Jackson, he is crisp. That's the matchup you want week 1. I'm telling you, man. That's the matchup you want week 1. And then at the same time, you can't look at it and say Darius Slay can't guard nobody because of what you saw. That's Desean Jackson. Nobody's getting off the line like Desean Jackson. Nobody in the division is getting off the line like Desean Jackson. Period. Nobody's getting off the line like that. You can look the tape up, man. Find me somebody that's getting off the line. Dudes got moves when they enter their route, double moves. Nobody's getting off the line with that type of straight line speed. This was Slay's first week, first time doing mini camp in front of somebody. So I'm not even taking too much into consideration when you're looking at that. It was the first time. It was the first time. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And they only showed 2 out of how many plays? They probably been doing one-on-ones all afternoon. And that's Darius Slay's job to go out there and accept the challenge. Desean does that to anybody. Any and everybody that's going to line up across him, go and get that smoke in a one-on-one. With no safety help, you're going to get that smoke. And you also could take away the beautiful on-time touch pass that Carson Wentz threw to Desean. Carson Wentz understands where to get the ball to Desean. They worked all last year in training camp. That first game of the season, we saw what could have happened if Desean had been more healthy last year. We saw it. Desean ain't a guy that need a lot of coaching. He ain't a guy that need a lot of talking to at this stage in his career about his game and how to prepare. I want 16 games from Desean this year. I think that we can get 16 games out of Desean. I do. So I'm not taking nothing away from Slay from what I saw. It was one-on-one against Desean Jackson. That's going to happen. He didn't know the route. That's going to happen. But I am going to give Desean Jackson and Carson Wentz some credit. Because that was a beautiful pass by Carson Wentz. Granted, wasn't no defense. You still got to make the on-time throw. And that was just Desean Jackson just showed that he's 100% healthy and ready. I checked into Aaron Mooreheads, presser today. Wide receiver coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. I was unaware that this is our 5th wide receiver coach in 5 years. I was unaware of that. That's interesting to me. Very interesting to me. These guys often have to go into a new season and learn a new philosophy. We don't talk about that as much. Now, veterans like Desean and Alshon, they could overcome stuff like that. But when you got somebody young like Greg Ward, when you got all these young wide receivers, the young wide receivers they're not going to be held down by it. They're not going to be held down by it because they're new. They're new. They were going to run into a new coach anyway. They just got drafted. But Arcega-Whiteside, I think Aaron Moorehead is capable of dealing with the Arcega-Whiteside. Listen, let me tell y'all something. If this thing comes together for the wide receiver group like I know it will, if all of these guys meet their expectations, what if Arcega-Whiteside pan out? Let me tell you something. If Arcega-Whiteside pan out, Desean Jackson looks how he looks, and Alshon Jeffrey is healthy, and your two tight ends, a lot of people are in trouble because I didn't even name Jalen Reagor. I didn't even name Hightower or Quez Watkins. They got a problem on their hands about who they're going to keep on this roster. I'm telling you, man, it's a problem. It's a problem. Somebody that we like, that we just drafted, is going to the practice squad unless they can return some punts. Unless they can return some punts. We got to be real strategic in the skill players that we keep activated. Because this roster, in my opinion, is looking stacked now. It's looking stacked. The roster is looking stacked. Steel sharpens steel. You're going to see plays where Slay get the best of wide receivers, and you're going to see wide receivers get the best of Slay, especially in a one-on-one situation. Now, I do got a little bit of a problem of Desean Jackson sending that footage to Ocho Cinco, and then Ocho Cinco putting it on his Instagram. That's not really cool. I don't know if that's really like locker room etiquette. I don't know, because Ocho Cinco not in the organization. So really, what are you bragging about? Oh, I did this to Slay. That's cool. That's cool. I just, something like that rubs me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Rubs me the wrong way. I'm not gonna say D-Jack's a snake, but I get vibes when stuff like that happen that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I get vibes when stuff like that happen. You could have kept that amongst the people in the organization, or you could have just put it out yourself. You know what I'm saying? He didn't put it out himself because he didn't want his teammate to look bad. I didn't see it on his IG. But what I did see it on Ocho Cinco IG. That's where I saw it. And I did see Slay on Ocho Cinco IG coming to his own defense. Like, come on, man. Serious? Serious? As he should have. Now, what I would have liked to see was Desean Jackson come under that and say, these were just two good players or something. Like, listen, Slay a dog. You got to come under and listen, you can't do stuff like that. You can't do stuff like that, man. That's not cohesive at all to the locker room environment, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not cohesive at all to the locker room environment. You know what I mean? It's ironic to me that a lot of practices has been going on, and these are the only two clips that we get released. That wasn't thorough. That wasn't thorough, D-Jax, in my opinion. You know, so I'm going to leave it at that because D-Jax is one of my favorite players. Just like Big Play Slay is now one of my favorite players. He's a Philadelphia Eagle. You know what I'm saying? When you do stuff like that, you open up the can of worms for people to think Slay's sweet, which he not. He not. We're going to see where the chips fall, man, with this, man. It looks like the practice is getting intense. I think Slay going to have a chip on his shoulder now when he lining up across D-Jax in practice, as he should. As he should, as he should. But like I said, still sharp and still, baby. Still sharp and still. You can't go out there and let nobody get a one-up on you on a football field. And you know what I mean? And this is coming from two Pro Bowlers. You know what I mean? Jack's going in the Hall of Fame. This is coming from a future Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? D-Jack's got a reputation for doing stuff like doing people dirty like that in games. Won't happen next time. I bet you Slay jam that ass next time. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you build competition, and that's how you get the ball rolling. I love the interview from our wide receiver coach. I love the footage that I'm seeing from D-Jax. I love it. I love Slay coming to his own defense. I love a lot about this situation, man. Let me know what you think in the comments.